What's up everybody, this is Mike from Slowspeed here again, and today we're going to be installing wheel spacers on my 2014 BMW 435. Sorry I had to go from the back to the front, to the back to the front again, just for some more privacy. Anyway, what wheel spacers are, it's pretty much self-explanatory. It's a spacer that goes in between the wheel and the hub, or I guess the wheel and the rotor you'd say. And it just pushes the wheel out a little bit. I'll show you guys in a second a clip of how a lot of OEM wheels, I don't think there's no such wheel that comes like OEM from factory on a car that sits flush. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're gonna notice a little bit of the wheel sinking in the car, and it looks atrocious. It doesn't look too bad, I guess, from the side perspective, but from the front and the back you notice it a lot. And when I correct this issue, you'll see the improvement 100%. I guarantee you'll like the spacers rather than no spacers. Now another option besides going with spacers are obviously getting new wheels. Now you're gonna have to get a new wheel with a different offset, obviously. So to go into a little bit more in depth with this, with tires you have the size, with tires. With rims you have, you know, the wheel size, the 17, 18, 19, you have the width, and then you have the offset. The offset is essentially how far out the wheel goes from the hub, if that makes sense. It gets a little bit tricky. Basically, you want that flush look. If you go a little bit too out, you have more of a poke, and if you go a little bit too in, I mean, it'll be stupid. It makes no sense. Now the 435 can take a bigger spacer in the back because the rear hips are wider than the 3 Series. So if you 3 Series guys are out there watching this video, know that you guys probably want to stop at maybe a 15 mil or 18 mil, whereas us 435 coupe guys, we can run a 20 mil. So I'm actually gonna go test it out. I got 20 mil spacers for the back, and I got 12 mil for the front. So yeah, I'm not gonna waste you guys' time. This video is gonna be fairly short. I'm gonna be putting on wheel spacers. It's not really that hard. You jack up the car, you take off the wheels, you put the spacers in between the wheels. Maybe you want to dust off a little bit on the inside, we'll see. But you just put the spacer in between the wheel and then you tighten them back up. Now I'm going to tighten mine up to about, like, I guess 110 to 115 foot-pounds. Normally you'd be good anywhere around, I would say 80 to 100, or let me lower it, let me make it a little more. Let's just say 90 to 100 foot-pounds of torque. That's what I always do. It always worked for me. I never died. But when I put wheel spacers on, I probably want to, you know, torque it up a little bit more, so you guys the outside how it looks. So this is a before. If you look right here, we have the top of the quarter panel, and then the wheel sits inside, and essentially that spacer is going to move it out so it sits flush. Now if we go over here, obviously it's the same in the back, but we're gonna go in the front. You see the front sits a little bit more flush, hence why we didn't need that 20 mil for the front. But anyway, so we're gonna move on to the installation process. You'll see it should take 2 seconds. Now the tools for this install, which isn't gonna be too much involved, but you're only gonna need your impact, which you don't really even need if you got strength. Burger tuning I have, it's a puck to jack up the car. It kind of fits in the slot underneath so you don't damage any of the under tray. Got my torque wrench, another battery because I think that one's on too. These aren't advised to use with the torque wrench, however I'm just going to do it because I left my breaker bar and my impact 17 at my friend's house. We have the garage line spacers for the rear, which I think I've made a little error because these bolts are silver, and if I'm not mistaken, the other ones came black. These are the extended wheel bolts. You can't really use the OEM because it's not long enough to accommodate for the spacer. So here are the spacers. Those are 20 mil. Those things are thick, boy. And the front spacers are in here. They look kind of like the rear ones, so we're just gonna go ahead and proceed.
right from the start.
So we got the wheel. This is a 20 mil spacer. I think it's thick. We're gonna put this on. We're back, and I'm a little more prepared. Really need to get a wide angle lens. Got my gloves on. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna just get all of this stuff off. This is a big ass spacer. Some random lube type stuff to fit in here. You can see this thing got me sweating, boy. So yeah, that's what I had to do. I don't know what you had to do, but this is what I had to do. It looked like it's sitting pretty flush to me. Yep, looks flush to me. So how we gonna do that? We're gonna take it back out and put the wheel, the actual. I had these tires for about, well, I would say I drove about 2,000 miles on them, and they did pretty good. Hopefully the front's a lot easier than that. Take this off. These spacers on, bro. Yeah. Cause it was like, you look at that inside over there, it's tucked in for real. Like,
did you put them on the back or front?
Nah, I put them on all of them, back and the front. I just jacked up this side with one, you know what I mean? Like I jacked it up in the center, well not really in the middle, but about to do this shit. You just gotta be careful when you put them on, because a lot of people put them on incorrectly, and they be driving down the street, and the whole wheel will roll off, it'll wobble like this, yeah. So you gotta put them on like a little bit tighter, but the most important thing is you gotta be even, you know what I mean? It can't be on like crooked, because you'll drive down the street and it'll be like that. It loosen the wheel right up.
It's simple. Okay, no problem. Hold it on. You should know the rule.
Now you gonna feel it before it happens, but still, you gonna regret it. So I finished this side after I pretty much got kicked in the butt. This is how it looks before. See the front and the backs, and this is after. See that? It sits flush. Just poked out a bit more. Yeah. Alright, man. That poke versus that no poke, that dive. There we go. Take a little chill. Go to the other side. You know how that's gonna go. You know how that's gonna go. I'm gonna just go ahead and fast forward that one, just go by real quick. Hopefully, well, we all know those things are tightened on freaking Godzilla. Bro, this is how you can tell I'm either very bored or very freaking dedicated. I'm out here chilling right now, about to get my jog on, and I did them right, no wobbling, no whatever. Garage line in the back. I think European position works in the front, like what you call that, Amazon company, I guess. I got it off Amazon. They work pretty fine. I'm happy with it. It gives me this, I feel like the steering is a little stiffer. I feel like I'm driving more of a performance car. I guess that little out in the wire track really made a difference. Like that pushing the wheel out a bunch, it really made a difference because I can feel it. So this is more so, it looks nice as a performance. I mean, it's an aesthetics mod, I will agree with that. It's borderline performance type mod because I feel a difference, you know. The suspension feels a little bit different. Like I said, I don't know if it's a placebo effect, but I feel a little bit different in the suspension. As far as the steering too, the steering feels a little more firm. The car feels more planted. I feel like I had that bulldog stance that I like, that you see like on the M cars a lot. And even M cars need spacers, so listen bro, that scared me. I don't know what it is, but back there, I'm about to go jog like real fast. Cause see, the trail starts right here and it goes all the way back over there by like this little base. I have second thoughts about it, to be honest with you, because not the jog there, it's a jog back when you're tired and you're exhausted, and that's when the killer's like, yeah, I'm about to get this dumb son of Anyway, but yeah, so take a look at a nice bridge. We out here. When I get some better lenses, I'm gonna do some dope photo shoots, or I'm gonna get my guy. He does pretty good with the photos. I'm gonna drag him all the way out here and get him to do some photos for me. Obviously, I gotta pay him. Well, I don't know if I gotta pay him, but I probably will pay him because that's the right thing to do. So we'll see when that happens because I'm not rich. So that's a little, you know, end review for you guys. Wheel spacers, they pretty dope. I don't have any complaints. So you guys subscribe. Thanks for watching me. Tune in, like, comment in this video. Let me know if you deciding to purchase spacers. Let me know if you're not. Let me know why. You know what I mean? But here we go. We out of here. Got another video for you guys. Peace.